Alrighty. Let me see this. Pro golfer gets caught cheating. Oh my goodness. I didn't even think it was fucking possible to cheat in professional golf. What's like the pro golf organization? Like the PGA? Pro Golfer Association or whatever? The one with like the green vests or whatever?
Patrick Reed is probably the most disliked pro golfer because he has been caught cheating multiple times.
Let me clarify that. He has been caught cheating. He's been caught cheating. Which raises the question, how many other people are cheating that haven't been caught?
Some of your favorite pro golfers have cheated by moving balls or obstacles to improve their shot, tweaking.
What? How you just gonna move the ball forward like that? What do you use? You're supposed to use like a quarter and then you plop the ball like, and this is done like so nonchalantly, so casually, just like, but right there. Especially on a putt where everyone's like crowding around and scrutinizing you.
Scorecards, or in the case of Phil Mickelson, taking advantage of the rules to get out of a tight spot. We will dive into a list of PGA stars who have cheated at golf, highlight how they got away with cheating, and other surprises along the way.
Wow.
Phil Mickelson. We start with Mickelson.
Bro, this man is fucking sweating his dick off. Like, what the hell?
Because he admitted to his crime and took the penalty awarded to him without complaint.
What was the fee? What was the fee that he got slapped with?
Mickelson was 4 over par at the 2018 U.S. Open when he missed a putt on the 13th green.
Ooh.
While everyone was frozen, waiting to see where Mickelson's ball would roll to a stop, the 5-time major winner did what an amateur golfer might do to save his ball. He quickly ran to the ball and hit it before it could roll into the rough. He broke the rules and incurred a 2-shot penalty.
That was it? That was it? Like, he putted it and then putted it again before it stopped? Aren't you supposed to wait before it stops? That's not fucking good ass. That's not, like, where's the fucking competitive integrity with that? How are you gonna be like a 5-time champ and do that? Are you fucking high? I thought golf had like a high level of competitive integrity. And when I see a 5-time champ do that, I'm like, golf's a fucking joke. And he missed it again.
There was controversy.
What a loser. What are you doing? Let me see that again. Let me see it again. Bop. Please go in. Oh, right there. He missed it again. That's your champ, guys. That's your champ that does that. Bro, that's some fucking Congo River golf behavior right there. I thought we were past that. All right? That's some bullshit you do to your buddies when you're like drunk off of like a couple beers playing Congo River golf. What the fuck is this? You knowingly just break the rules like that? Bro, kick his dumbass out of the fucking league. Fuck that guy.
There was controversy surrounding Phil's actions as some golfers felt he should be disqualified for the...
Yeah. That's the easiest DQ of my life. Oh, it's Phil Mickelson, though. Because I actually, even though I don't know dick about ass about golf, I have heard the name Phil Mickelson. It's essentially more or less a household name. But because he's all clouded up, oh, we can't DQ him. We'll just add 2 strokes. What a clown ass fucking golfing tournament.
The way he intentionally broke the rules. But the USGA chief said that Phil played a moving ball, breaking Rule
A player must not make a stroke at his ball while it is moving.
14-5, which says
The penalty for a violation is 2 strokes. Oh, he was just playing towards the rules. There it is. Wow. But as a player, you don't think that you will ever engage in someone else that actually messes with this rule, like actually pushes it. Because he saw his ball going way too far. He's like, oh, I have to save myself a stroke and hopefully I get it back in. But no, that motherfucker missed still.
a player must not make a stroke at his ball.
So he was playing by the rules. He was playing by the rules. What a clown ass rule set.
While it is moving. The result was a 2-shot penalty and not a disqualification. Mickelson admits to his actions, stating that he did it on purpose and angered his colleagues even more.
Hey, don't get mad at the player. Get mad at the game. Get mad at the rule set. Who made that rule set? Those guys are fucking idiots.
He said it was meant to take advantage of the rules as best you can.
What do you mean as best you can? You literally were taking advantage of the rules.
In that situation, I was just going back and forth. I'd gladly take the 2 shots over continuing that display.
Bro, golf is a joke because of that. You hurt the entire sport of golf because of that. Even if it is within the rules. Common knowledge of golf is that you don't hit the ball while it's moving. I know that rule. And I don't even play golf.
By knowingly breaking the rules, Mickelson gained an advantage for himself over other players. Do you think Mickelson should have been disqualified for his actions?
I mean, if it was within the rule set, it was within the rule set. Everybody signed on the line when they entered that tournament to play by the rules, and those were the rules. Now, if you zoom out and look at golf as a whole, if you want to preserve some competitive integrity with your game, then yeah, DQ his ass. You should have knew that shit and changed that rule from the fucking beginning.
Our next golfer had the rules bent for him by his fans.
Ooh.
He gained an advantage without having to literally get his hands dirty.
Ooh.
Tiger Woods.
What happened to Tiger? I know Tiger Woods. Not personally, but like this is the household name.
Tiger Woods' actions at the Phoenix Open in 1999 walked a fine line between cheating and bending the rules.
Bro, how are there that many people crowding around a goddamn ball? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 motherfuckers around a ball. What are we doing? I have never seen this many people so invested in a singular spot. Even in like construction. All right. And in construction, there's like one guy working and like a bunch of other guys looking around at the dude digging the hole. These guys are like in there. Jesus Christ. This is just a bad look.
And bending the rules. 2 years after acing the par 3 16th hole at the same tournament, Woods finds himself in a tight spot. He drove his tee shot on the par 5 13th hole right behind a boulder. The actions that followed next aren't technically cheating because the USGA maintains that what Woods did was in line with golf rule number 23, which says yes to the inquiry, may spectators, caddies, fellow competitors, etc. assist a player in removing a large loose impediment. Most people
Okay. That's so weird.
felt Woods had an unfair advantage that most golfers wouldn't have because he had a large gallery. Woods' ball was in an almost impossible lie. He would have to drop a shot to get back on the fairway. Woods asked if the boulder blocking his shot counts as a large impediment, and the answer was yes. Without touching the ball, Woods enlisted members of his gallery, including his caddy at the time, Mike Cowan, to move the boulder. He got a
Bro, this is like some king shit right here. Like, what the fuck? Does this count as a large impediment object? A large impeding object with my shot? Yeah, okay, everybody else move it, please. Okay, thank you guys. Oh my god. I don't even think this is like... Is this that bad? I mean, because like, if you're gonna try to make an associative thing, are trees... There has to be different rules for like trees though. You know, those gigantic ass trees. Like, oh, obviously the tree is like large and impeding shots. If it's like directly behind the tree, what are you gonna do? Have your fans whip out some fucking Husqvarnas and like, hey, you guys chop this down real quick so I can shoot my shot, instead of me having to like drop my ball somewhere else, like around the tree. Like, there's a
clear shot to the green and made a birdie. Woods didn't move his ball, so he didn't cheat, but it felt like cheating to many other people.
Really? Has this rule been ever been like utilized in the past? I mean, it had to have, or else that sentence wouldn't even have existed, or else that rule wouldn't have existed in the first place. I think because none of these other players that are like, you know, arms out like this, like, oh, what the fuck, guys? None of them has ever had to like wrestle with this idea of like your ball is right behind a boulder. And because their lack of knowledge causes them to take a stroke and drop the ball somewhere else, Tiger Woods knew about the rule and he's like, hey, you guys move this? Everyone's like, yeah. I think that's because all the other players didn't know about that rule.
The next golfer on our list had no loose impediment blocking his ball, but still decided to move his ball under some pretense.
Oh.
Patrick Reed. Believe it or not, Reed is a fantastic golfer, but being caught cheating red-handed hasn't helped his reputation. Reed won the Masters in 2018, but being a major winner hasn't stopped him from employing underhanded tactics in his tournaments. Since his undergraduate golf days, Reed has been accused of cheating at golf.
Ooh.
Accusations
What'd
that
he do?
he has vehemently denied to this day. Reed was leading...
Well, no shit. If you've been accused of cheating and you like live by the sword, die by the sword, like, I did not cheat, you gotta fucking take that shit with you the rest of your life, even if you did cheat.
The 2019 Hero World Challenge tournament when he was caught cheating on camera. Reed's
What'd he
ball
do?
was in a depression in the sand, in a waste bunker, and was caught hitting the ball twice and shifting sand out from under it while taking practice swings.
In a footprint, this was his practice swing.
This is illegal in the PGA Tour's rule.
Oh, Players Edition of Rules of Golf, effective January 2019. So he lined up the thing, moved the fucking sand on the backstroke, and then wound up and like hit the sucker. Is that? I mean, it's part of the rules, but that's like a weird one, dude.
Rulebook. Reed tried to defend his actions and avoid the two-stroke penalty that was about to be awarded to him by the officials. The officials made Reed watch the replay, but he asked them to watch another angle of the shot that proved he was innocent. Rule 8.1a.4 states that a player is not allowed to remove or press down on sand or loose soil.
Okay. You're not allowed to remove or press down on sand or soil. They would have to be way more specific. So like you figure out like a diameter around a ball and it's like you can't fuck with the area around this area around the ball. You play it as it lies outside of you taking some shots. Or like whenever you take a practice shot, you cannot move the sand around, I don't know, like a foot or whatever around your ball, like the radius of it. Because I mean, by definition, whenever you're fucking walking around on your ball, you are like pushing the sand and soil down just from your own body weight alone. So the rule would need to be more specific in order so it's not like blurry or whatever.
In order to improve the conditions affecting the stroke. Reed didn't totally agree with the ruling. He said,
I mean, hey, if it was in the rules, man, I mean, but I can't say that because like that other fucking shit was also in the rules. But like when you say that, it's like with like the moving ball 2 strokes, it's like, well, it's in the rules, he could do it. It's like this guy's just like deliberately breaking the rules. But like this angle makes it look like he's not breaking the rules.
I wish the cameras were actually directly on the side of me because it was in a pretty good footprint, and I felt like my club was that far behind the ball when I was actually taking the practice stroke.
Like because of this incident, that I hope they like fix the rules of golf because of this to make it have more competitive integrity.
Which I felt like I was taking it up. And it was, obviously, it was hitting a little sand.
So he even admitted it. It was hitting a little sand.
Was Reed's shifting of the sand cheating or a genuine mistake? As he
No. Fucking professionals are professionals for a reason, dude. They are the top 1/10. They are the top 1/100th of a percent of the player base that is golf. Don't fucking coddle them and give them, oh, he didn't know. Oh, no. You're a fucking professional. You know the rules. Oh, you want to bend the rules when it's convenient for you, but not when it's inconvenient for you? Ask that dude that moved the sand if he would have like the same mindset if someone else did that. I think his tone would change.
claimed. What do you think? This wouldn't be the last time Reed will find himself embroiled in a cheating controversy.
Oh.
Reed flirted with golf's rulebook again during the 3rd round of the Farmers Insurance Open. According to the fans, Reed used a questionable interpretation of the rules to his advantage. Reed missed his 2nd shot at the par 4 10th hole, and his ball settled into a thick rough.
Okay.
As he made his way over to his next shot, he asked a volunteer if he had seen the ball bounce, and the volunteer said they hadn't seen it bounce.
Bro, that's another thing I don't like about golf. Like when you're in the audience, I mean, depending on how much you like golf, like they could just go up and ask you, hey, where'd my ball go? In the audience. And I can just be like, you can influence the game as an audience member. Like that's crazy. It's so funny.
Consulting a rules official.
Like if you're an audience member at one of these tournaments, you gotta work. You gotta walk from hole to hole or drive or whatever in your little golf cart. Like, goddamn, you're out in the sun. You gotta put like your little lotion on your whole body so you don't burn the whole time. Fuck that, man. It's too much work to be a fucking audience member or like a viewer for golf.
Reed picked up his ball and moved it.
You heard him. The first thing he asked the marshal.
Reed didn't ask an official until after he had moved the ball to improve his shot.
Well, what the fuck is a marshal? Is a marshal not an official? What are we doing?
He claimed that the ball was embedded and had to be moved.
Yeah. So does that...
Is this guy not a fucking official? What the hell is the title of marshal?
tee go? Where does that tee go?
You
On
get
it?
1 club length.
The official confirmed a depression in the spot where Reed said his ball had landed and allowed him to move the ball.
You get 1 club length. What club? My longest club? He whips out like his longest fucking driver or whatever. Moves it like 5 feet towards the fucking hole.
Golf fans wouldn't have it because Reed should have waited for an official to confirm his embedded ball before moving it. With a history dotted with cheating, Reed's hastiness about moving the ball opens room for suspicion.
Ugh.
Although the volunteer said he didn't see the ball bounce, replays showed that Reed's ball bounced into the spot he picked it from.
Okay.
This raises questions about whether the ball was embedded enough to warrant a drop. Reed is an example that golf fans don't like cheaters.
Well, what are the rules that count a ball as being embedded. I mean, because I know the fucking physics of a ball. If that shit bounces, there's not a lot of fucking downforce going down because it all got taken out off of that initial bounce.
Our next golfer,
But the soil was really, really soft.
was caught cheating by a golf fan watching from home. Lexi Thompson. Like some golfers on this list, it's hard to tell if Lexi Thompson intended to cheat or was ignorant about her actions.
Oh, is this another pro playing stupid? Another pro playing stupid?
An eagle-eye viewer from home noticed that Lexi Thompson replaced her ball on the wrong spot before taking her shot.
Oh, that whole quarter drop thing. Like, what are the rules for the quarter drop? Are you supposed to put it behind the quarter or in front of the quarter? Or whatever coin thing.
Lexi Thompson's actions went unnoticed until this fan emailed to snitch on Lexi.
Dang.
This reinforces the fact that golf fans do not like cheaters. This particular fan must really hate cheating so much or doesn't really like Lexi Thompson. This fan's email cost...
How are you going to be a professional golfer and not know the rules on a fucking quarter drop? Like place the quarter where your ball was, and then... I mean, I don't even know the damn rule myself, but if you're placing the ball in front of the quarter where, like, I don't know if where the fuck you're supposed to place it, but it just seems if you're placing it in front of the coin or the quarter or whatever, it just seems like you're not supposed to do that. I'm just guessing. And if a fan is going to call you out on it and you're a pro, you're just trying to do some fucking sleight of hand bullshit.
Lexi Thompson a major title. The footage was reviewed and Lexi was slapped with a 4-stroke penalty.
Good.
Before the penalty, she was 2 strokes clear on the final day of the ANA Championship. After the email,
I'm gonna cry because I cheated. Oh my god.
She was 2 strokes behind, and her dream of lifting the first major in the season remained just a dream.
All because you had to get that extra inch. Oh my god, over a fucking inch. What an actual loser.
Lexi barely gained an advantage. Her ball was only a few inches away from her marker, but the ball was placed closer to the hole.
And when she replaces it, you'll now notice that that sticker has moved.
Lexi didn't know she had been penalized for her actions until the following day after the officials received the mail from the zealous fan.
Dang.
Do you think Lexi Thompson intended?
What are the fucking officials doing? Are they just sleeping out there? Like, what are the officials doing? Is this not a fucking tournament for like a couple $100,000, maybe a couple $1 million? Golf rolls like that. They roll with like multiple millions of dollars for these tournaments, and they're just gonna let something like that fucking slide? What a joke!
Did you cheat or simply made a mistake? Next on our list is the legendary Arnold Palmer.
Oh.
Palmer was golf's golden boy from the late 1950s to the 1980s.
Oh, we got some black and white cheating. Oh my god.
But his first Masters win in 1958 was tainted with talks of him cheating. One
Hey, he still got a fucking tee out of it.
would expect that a great golfer like Palmer would have no reason to cheat. At the par 3 of the famous Amen Corner, Palmer hit his tee shot to the back of the green.
Ooh.
Palmer claimed his ball was embedded in the mud between the fringe and the back bunker at the time. Due to the nature of the lie, Palmer assumed that it would be a drop without a penalty. But the official at the time, Arthur Lacey, demanded that Palmer played the ball as it was, claiming it was half plugged.
Ooh.
The game was being played with wet weather rules.
Oh. Okay, so there was probably some talks of how embedded the ball was. So this is what it kind of seems like. Like, this is the grass. And then this is the golf. God damn it. Go back. Okay, so now we change this. Go back here. And then we're going to draw a circle. So, well, actually, fuck it. Was the ball, I don't know the embedding rules of a golf ball. So, golf ball, that's a circle. That's like about 50%. And then, let me see if I can do a little bit above. there's a little bit above, and then there's like a more obvious. No, that's probably too high. There's like a more obvious like wow. So I don't know what entails an embedded ball. This kind of seems obviously embedded, so you can pick it up. But I don't know the rules of like, is it 50% embedded? Then you can like pick it up and move it. Or if it's only a little bit embedded, then it has to just stay, play it as it lies. I don't know what the actual rules are. And who's up to say whether or not this is like 51% embedded or it's only 49% embedded? You know, obviously, if you're a player, you're going to be like, oh, it's fucking embedded. It's over 50% embedded. Let me get out of here. But if you're the judge, you're going to be like, try to tell the truth. But that seems to be the case. Was it 51% embedded or was it 49% embedded? And I don't know. That just seems like a tricky situation to me. And I think, dang, that's a tough situation because I don't know the fucking embed rules. If the embed rules are 50% and it was like on the line of whether or not it was embedded, and he is making it seem like it's about 50% or over 50%, well then yeah, fucking take that shit out and just drop it somewhere. Do whatever the normal thing is. But if the judge is saying that it wasn't as embedded as he was stating, and he's just giving him a hard time, play it as it lies, well then, shit, man.
So Palmer argued about having to play the shot as it was. He was forced to play the ball, and after failing to move it, he got a free drop. Palmer scored a double bogey 5. He wasn't happy about the shot, went back to the spot, and dropped another over his shoulder. Arnold played the ball with this second drop, getting it up and down for 3. Then he told his playing partner Ken Venturi that they would let the judges figure it out. Palmer was famous and loved by the golfing world then, so the judges ruled in his favor.
All right.
The decision has since been contested, and it has been suggested that Palmer's iconic status in the game helped him get a positive decision from the judges.
Oh. So in order to progress the sport of golf, they want to keep the mascot that is Arnold Palmer in a good light versus trying to preserve the competitive integrity of the game of golf. Like, we know this guy's going to be famous. He's going to get his own tee in the future. So, yeah, just let him win.
Palmer won the tournament at 4 under, beating Ken Venturi, who finished 2 under. Our next pick is a pro golfer who started out great, but ruined it by cheating. Jane Blalock.
What?
Jane was an exceptional golfer with plenty of tour wins, but for some reason, she couldn't perform well in a major tournament. She was the Rookie of the Year in 1969, but her career didn't turn out as most people had hoped. Thanks to her illegally marking her balls on the green to improve her lines, her career became associated with cheating.
Illegally marking your balls? How?
After so many lies, Blalock was caught. The LPGA suspended her for her underhanded tactics, and she fired back with a lawsuit. If Jane Blalock had refrained from cheating, she might have won a major title, the LPGA Vare Trophy, or became the LPGA Player of the Year. To date, Jane Blalock has the most wins of any LPGA player, but doesn't have a major championship. So whatever you do, try not to cheat. You might gain an advantage, but you will most likely be cheating yourself.
You will ruin your reputation for the rest of your life.
If you enjoyed this video about pro golfers who got caught cheating, check out the video on the screen now, or the one we posted below, because we're sure you'll like that one too. See you there.
Dang, dude. This is actually like a hilarious video because a lot of the cases are professionals just playing dumb and being like, oh, that was part of the rules, or oh, I didn't know about that rule. It's like, bro, or some of the, I don't know. It's just so funny. Golf is like that, is like a weird sport to me. Like, I thought there was like a lot of competitive integrity, and for the most part there is. It's just like a couple outliers that like ruin the sport for everybody else. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. I thought this was a good video. I like it, and I want to see more. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, later.